Tom Hardy has reportedly started training for MMA. So I found this clip here on Home of Fight on the Telegram page here. It just shows Tom Hardy. It also points out, which is important information, that he also trains in jiu-jitsu, which I'll mention a little bit more as to who he trains with and the organization and what the organization is. I'm going to show you now the actual footage of the training program of Tom Hardy. I'm going to show you now the training footage of Tom Hardy. He's hitting the pads, you know. So here we go. Let's have a look at it. So he's not even hitting the pads. He's actually light sparring without a headgear on. Oh, does this have sound? No. The sound's going all the way to red. I don't know why he's doing that. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Ooh, that's nice. That was a nice overhand. Well, everyone's watching them. They're all in their gis, so they must have been doing jiu-jitsu maybe beforehand. I'm going to be so pissed if audio is playing over this and I have to re-record it. I don't know when the loop is. I think he's in his early 40s. It's pretty, there's the loop. It's pretty good. I mean, he has his hands down at the end, but we don't know how many times he's, like how many rounds he's doing with sparring, if he's done rolling with jiu-jitsu there. As you can see in the background right there, people are rolling. Good hug by him though. We were re-watching it. It was a good hug by him. He got closer and knew he had to hug. Got hit there, got hit again. Or kind of put a distance. He likes to put his guard down. He's having this, the Floyd Mayweather, which a lot of people try to say they're doing the Floyd Mayweather. It's just because they're fucking lazy. It's what I would always do. Fucking from elbow. On my shoulder. So before anyone goes, oh my god, Tom Hardy's form is terrible, this is light sparring, and also I want you to film yourself light sparring against someone else after, well, it seems like they've done many rounds beforehand, maybe rolling beforehand, and see how good you are. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing really to it. I think it's okay. Good on Tom Hardy. He's a really big advocate for, especially jiu-jitsu. But for, I think he's 43, 44. This is pretty fair play to him. You know, it's not the best form in the world. He's got his guard down a lot. But if you ever done like spar in your life, you're not perfecting having your guard up all the time, you know? Because if you see actual fighters, they don't always have this up. They're not always like that. It's a very static movement. And they will have their guard down. But I think it's just more of just a light spar, of just seeing how they go. I don't think it's actually anything to do with actually practicing anything at all, combinations. It's just throwing in a light spar because that's what you should really do for repetition. Light spars are quite good. To actually, if you're training on pads, to actually put, or on a bag, is to actually put that in practice, because you may be really good hitting the pads, but as soon as someone throws a punch, it could just destroy you. It's happened to me many times. I've looked kind of sharp on the bags, on the pads. I get to someone, they throw a punch, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, that hurt. Yeah, take that. So he's good. I mean, it's good. They're obviously holding back. Oh, that I literally was about to say they're just holding back, and he goes and does that. So I'm not gonna lie. I lied. You got debated. A classic N3P debated. Of course he's not training for MMA. He's about 44 years old. But it's pretty cool to see him train boxing and jiu-jitsu. But of course he's not going to MMA. I just got you to click on this video for nothing. So as you can see the picture here, it has Trent Scanlon, Sam Sheriff, who is MBE, who is I think he's a founder of Reorg. He is the founder of Reorg. Obviously Tom Hardy, and he has CBE, nice. And then Mark Omrod, who's MBE, who's quite famous. Royal Marines matey, I'm pretty sure he is. He lost his limbs, unfortunately, out in the Middle East, and he still does jiu-jitsu, so fair play to him. But this is the charity. As you can see, the symbol and the gis. Also, Trent also has a shirt on. So does Sam. I can see the blade. I don't know what Tom has underneath. And then Mark also has a Reorg shirt on. I'll put the link down below to the charity if you want to check him out. I also have a shirt, but at this moment of time, it's going to be way too small on me. I think I have the same shirt as Sam there and Trent. But they're a legit jiu-jitsu charity who are ex-Royal Marines. I'm assuming Trent's ex-Royal Marine. I don't know who he is, unfortunately, but Sam and Mark are ex-Royal Marines. And then it's also really awesome to see Tom Hardy supporting a military organization. But I am surprised that Tom doesn't go to UFC events. Like, has he ever been to one? I've never seen him. Maybe one, but I'm very surprised he hasn't gone to any UFC events. He's also done the movie Warrior, that was about MMA. So he's familiar. He trains in boxing. He trains in jiu-jitsu. He's done jiu-jitsu for years. He has done jiu-jitsu for years. So as you can see here, there's Tom in a Reorg gi or G, whatever you want to say it, what they're called, competing in competitions. I think it's over 40 competitions or something like that, but it's still pretty cool to see a celebrity actually not only doing a martial arts such as boxing or jiu-jitsu, but also representing a really important charity in my eyes, especially it being the 11th of November, Reorg, which is a Royal Marines charity. So yeah, so I'm sorry I clickbait you thinking that Tom Hardy's going to compete in MMA. He's not, but there's new footage of him boxing if I've shown you. By all means, give your opinion on his boxing. Remember, light sparring isn't going to be crisp techniques. He's also, I think, 44 and not a professional boxer, so it's not going to look amazing. But fair play to Tom for competing, like I said before, in tournaments in jiu-jitsu and practicing boxing and still jiu-jitsu while being very busy in Hollywood. It just kind of shows that this is just laziness. It's gluttony and laziness. So fair play to him. I mean, he also has loads of money, so he can also get the best equipment and everything like that. But his excuse is I can pay £40 a month to go to a gym, whatever. Ironically, I completely forgot I'm wearing an Arnold shirt, and ironically, I'm fat. So I'm not going to lie. I lied. You got jebaited. A classic N3P jebaited. Of course he's not training for MMA. He's about 44 years old. But it's pretty cool to see him train boxing and jiu-jitsu. But of course he's not going to MMA. I just got you to click on this video for nothing.